Now, sir, I swear I try to not bring up these things on our show, but I keep finding a goddamn excuse. Nothing weird happened though. No warnings, no nothing. But this has been the source of why my brain feels 20% larger, filled with complete bullshit and nonsense. But it's my favorite bullshit and nonsense. And I wanted to run down a few things because fuck it, I enjoy this stuff. So, San Diego Comic-Con happened.
Yes, it did.
There was a lot of announcements. I believe there was some Lord of the Rings shit. Don't care. I like Lord of the Rings. I'm not shitting on Lord of the Rings. And I swore to Strain that I would give those fucking Hobbit movies another go. But I guess they got this show on Amazon and
Yeah.
everybody got to put on their fucking elf ears. I guess they were excited for that.
They deprived us of another GameCube game, though, those sons of bitches.
And I like those I've been liking those Lord of the Rings games, those war games where you got to go through the fucking chain of command of the orcs and stuff. Like those are fucking those are some damn good games. I like that. Oh, children coming in and mother-in-law sneezing her ass off. Anyway,
This is a Cameron Mitchell moment because someone needs to close the fucking
somebody close
door.
that fucking door. I'm gonna go close that fucking door. And we're back. Now, let me see, where was I? So yeah, Lord of the Rings had its moment there. Apparently, I know there's this Game of Thrones fucking prequel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. Will I watch it? Probably, but do I? After that ending from the original show, I'm like, you gotta wine and dine me first, baby. You gotta win me back over. Um, but needless to say, and I'm not shitting on those fandoms. They are what they are, and I enjoy tidbits of both of them. But of course, as we know, I am a comic whore. I am a Marvel shill that they don't even have to pay me. um, but before I get into all the bullshit that they listed, like, what, fucking 16 things? Yeah. um, I'm gonna start with DC because I only have two things to talk about with them. One, uh, for the longest time, I was really, really liking the idea of The Rock being Black Adam. But the more and more I'm seeing of this, I'm like, this is gonna be a fucking embarrassment and a waste of fucking talent. And I'm just like, it's another way. It's another way that WB is just so. I know that we after we talk when we talk all this stuff, we talk about the movie afterwards. But that scene with Luca's wife, she was DC, and that criminal was Warner Brothers. That's how I feel things are going. But uh funny enough, and I was curious. I was wondering if they were going to say anything, and they didn't. Not a damn thing. Not a word about the Flash movie. They don't want to talk about that.
They, mm, let's just say that's a multi-million-dollar mistake.
Well, in all of the things that I was watching, and I wish I could give credit to the proper person. I apologize. I watched probably maybe like 16 hours worth of content in the last day. um, but somebody was saying, hold on to the movie, and let's just, you got to write another check to Michael Keaton because this is the biggest tragedy of it all. Like, like everybody who was a part of this production is getting fucked by this dumbass's fucking decision to just like fuck off. And like I totally wouldn't even care as long as nobody's getting hurt. Of course, sounds like some people are kind
Yeah,
of yeah,
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 yeah.
but whatever. That's its own thing. I'm not gonna have an opinion on that other than it most definitely should not have happened. Um, but what you could do, like the fucking, I'd rather sweep that under the rug. Yeah. Um, I heard a theory where it's like, okay, maybe hold on to the movie, write another check to Michael Keaton, because he ain't just gonna come back out of the goodness of his heart. He's fucking old now.
Hmm.
um, because really, the best parts of the story. I mean, I don't know how their movie adaptations of comic book storylines are very rarely identical. So I don't know what kind of differences like are set up to be in there, but a lot of the best shit of this story that the comic, like the story of the this is based off of, involves Batman. So hold on to the movie, re-edit the movie, shoot what scenes you would need to, and just make it a Batman centric Flashpoint movie. You'd have to spend a little bit more money, but I was like, you know what, that yeah, if Keaton was down, that's really the main contingent.
They would if Keaton got on board and reprised Batman, they would make $75 million off of that alone in ticket sales.
Because I mean, that's what he's supposed to be doing in this movie anyway. That's the biggest tragedy is like that Ezra Miller's fucking this up for everybody and Michael Keaton.
Yeah. I it
I don't see a flaw with that plan. I doubt it because it would, like I said, it would cost they're already a shit ton of money in the hole.
They are, but I'm honestly the risk might be worth it for them. But
Mhm.
if that would be like could vehicle into a Batman be
There you go.
yes,
There you
yes.
go.
I could kind of see them potentially going that route. Like I said, you say, yeah, we're gonna cut this shit bag out, and then we're gonna give Michael Keaton another Batman role, and all the Gen Xers are like, we're getting tickets right now. Millennials are like, I remember that shit. Boom. And you have the new audience from Generation Z as well with all the other stuff. I mean, it is a good plan.
Hey,
Lucy,
Lucy.
welcome.
Hello. So yeah, that's really the only two things that came out of that for DC anyway. And I just thought it was particularly humorous their 100% lack of any discussion having to do with that. Because they're like, I don't really know what we're gonna do with this. I was kind of like hoping that because the movie's not scheduled to come out until next year anyway. So they're just kind of like, how bad is he gonna continue to fuck up? Or them, whatever the fuck.
I mean, at this point, I'm honestly surprised the studio didn't uh wouldn't just pull it out of an insurance risk. Like Can't film in Hawaii anymore. Can't film probably anywhere anymore.
I'm wondering what his contract was and if he's going to be held liable for anything.
There may be criminal charges pending.
Yeah, they're just waiting to see how bad he fucked. They might be trying to be like, maybe their bet is like, maybe he'll do some like really. I mean, we're not hoping he does some bad shit, but they're like, if he does do some bad shit, they could be like, okay, it's like now we don't have to worry about the fans because you're gonna give us the money back.
Oh, Sparrow's right. Yeah, yeah. It's not even pending. It is pending criminal charges. That's right.
There you go.
Yeah. He won't have or they won't have a contract with with Warner Brothers now. I'm pretty sure once you commit a felony that you're bad. You're done.
You're done. You're done. But so the big money for me was was Kevin Feige gonna come out and fucking do? What's this man gonna do with his MCU? Is he gonna throw up another fucking roadmap? Like like there's a part of me that's just like, this is such stupid fucking bullshit. But then there's the little fanboy inside of me that's just like, that's the fucking roadmap. I have this.
I'm
I have
feeling.
this yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna. I feel like 30-year-old boomer over here with the white monster can. Like, yep, I'm not caught up yet.
I'm like completely self-aware of my nerddom, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is stupid shit, but I love it.
Yes,
the white monster.
Yes, the white monster.
So they put up the list there. So Phase 4, sir, is coming to an end. We only got She-Hulk coming out, which, like I said, the CG seems to be fucking fixed, and that seems to be Ally McBeal with a big punching green lady. And who knows? You know what? Like it appears that Frogman is going to be in this, so I'm all in for Frogman.
Are we gonna? Is it gonna be Harvey Birdman, attorney at law? That's what I want to know.
I mean,
but with the Hulk or She-Hulk.
Kind of. I maybe we got, like I said, some shit's gonna go down.
Okay, I can.
But I'll tell you, what was it? The images I've seen of what's the I'm not very familiar with She-Hulk's like villains, but the woman Titania or something like that, something to that effect. But she's in the trailer, and that shit looks like straight out like a Venture Brothers villain right there.
Perfect. Mixing a little C-Lab for zest.
Yes. But apparently the last thing for Phase 4 will be Black Panther 2: Wakanda Forever, and they dropped the trailer or a teaser trailer for that, and that it was some good shit. I really liked it. It hit the heartstrings because I really liked fucking Chadwick. I thought he was a cool dude. Fucking baller, how he carried himself. You know, much respect. Yes, emotional as fuck. Yes,
I'm not ready for that.
It was fucking good. And then what's her name? I think that's Angela Bassett, if I'm not mistaken, who plays his mom. And she has like this like emotional fucking like moment where she's talking about how she's lost everybody in her family, and it's just like you're like yes, Queen Angela, yes.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yeah. So that shit looks fucking dope, and I like that they're bringing in fucking Namor, man. Submarine fucking Namor. We're getting our fucking our Marvel fucking Aquaman.
Did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And thank
So
you for saving me from having to watch the trailer because I can't do it.
yeah, oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking dope. He's fully in the trailer too. And now the only thing that apparently people seem to be pissed off about, like the hardcores, is they have decided not to name where Namor's from, like the kingdom. Like they're not calling it Atlantis in the movie. Like they've come up with a different name, which fuck it, I don't care. It's an underwater kingdom. But they're
Atlantis
based
is public domain.
it's been around a long time. Yeah, yeah, fucking Namor's like old fucking school. He's OG comic book character. Um but they're basing a lot of, so you know how in like Black Panther obviously there's a lot of African fucking tribe shit and all that. It's fucking like I love just the look of those fucking movies.
Mm-hmm.
Um but it's all very cultural and fucking awesome. So with Namor's fucking kingdom, they're going in on all like Mayan and like Aztec stuff.
I dig that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. Now I'm gonna try and go through these because like I said, they fucking announced 16 fucking things. And
Uh,
I got them all listed.
Before you do that, I just want to remind you of a conversation that we had about 2 weeks ago about this very thing. Okay, continue.
uh Then we're gonna get the Ant-Man and Wasp Quantum Mania. I'm mainly looking forward to this for two reasons. One, I've known about. Two, I just learned about at Comic-Con. Um, so at the end of the first season of Loki, we got our first look at Jonathan Majors as Kang, and I'm all in. I think Jonathan Majors is a fucking amazing badass actor. This dude's gonna have a fucking amazing career for the rest of his life. Like I am all in on watching this dude be multiple versions of himself. Like a bad version, a good version, a fucking Egyptian version, a fucking space version. I am totally fucking like down to see this fucking dude do what he needs to do. So we're finally gonna see him again in this movie. Now, the second thing that I didn't find out until they fucking, sir, we have a funny way of willing shit into existence. Now we only got a half wish, but nothing's been 100% confirmed on the actor. So, I mean, there's a heavily suspected person. I don't know if they fully. I think actually they might have announced it. So I think maybe we only got the half. But in Ant-Man and the Wasp, they're fucking gonna put in MODOK. The only bummer is
What?
it's not Warwick Davis. Like I said, Warwick Davis would have done amazing MODOK. Like we were just talking about this when we were talking about Leprechaun 3. Was like, I mean, he'd be great if they were to ever do MODOK. Here we are.
Wait, that was the same episode we also talked about the freaking movies being too fucking convoluted at this point. We willed all of that shit into existence in that episode.
Yes.
Holy shit! I am a little disappointed no Warwick Davis, but I mean that is
Now again, we
pretty
didn't get
cool.
a full-on picture, I think, of MODOK, and it looks like it might be more of a mechanical face than an actual just giant fucking head. Of course, because I mean, I think that Marvel could sell pretty much anything at this point, but even them, they're like, could we really do like MODOK proper? Like, might be a little weird even for us.
Here's $200 million. We're gonna let you try it anyway.
Yeah, fuck it. So then after that, we got another Disney Plus show, Secret Invasion. I'm looking forward to this only because it's the main character in this is Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury, and it's spy espionage shit.
All right, I'll watch that.
Yeah, so
Easy.
that's gonna be fucking baller. Then we've got Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the last of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, apparently. apparently there was like a bunch of footage of this, but I've yet to see any leaks on that. Although I do believe we see the origin of Rocket Raccoon.
Okay.
Apparently, it might be some sad, emotional shit though. So
Yeah, that is a staple in the Guardians movies to do that kind of shit to us.
yeah.
So thanks,
So
guys.
then after that, we got another Disney Plus show. We got Echo, which when they announced that, I'm like, who the fuck is that? And then they reminded me, and I'm like, oh yeah, it was that chick. Um, the deaf chick from the Hawkeye series.
Yeah.
She will be getting her own series. What up,
Well,
D?
welcome, D.
Um, then after that, we've got the Marvels, which I believe is a movie, not a show. But I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure it's a movie. But that will be the combination there of Miss Marvel there that we were just talking about last week, and then Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, which people really fucking hate on. I'm not saying she's fucking stellar, but I'm like, whatever. Like I'm like,
I'm
what? Why? I mean, I'm not saying she's amazing, but I'm like, but I'm like, I don't see the hate.
I think we're all just pissed because she could have ended Endgame way earlier, but she
Oh,
didn't.
that's not even her fault. That's the writing, you know,
I'm just
because
saying, if you
because
have unlimited power, come on.
they did the whole thing right too, because he popped out the power stone to fucking punch her. I'm like, you keep tricks like that going, you can make that shit work.
Fair, fair.
So after that, then definitely a Disney Plus show, season 2 of Loki, which is going to be badass. After that, I'll be really interested to see what happens, but finally they will be releasing the new Blade. About time. About time. I hope Wesley Snipes is in it. Wesley Snipes better show up.
At least as a cameo.
Feel the teams in Endgame were they worked for the story that they were trying to tell. I think yeah, we could have made it they could have made it a little bit more spicier for sure. But it worked for the story they were trying to. I liked Doctor Strange and Iron Man that teamed up though, because I liked the banter between them, the bickering. That was fun. I did
That
like
that,
that.
that felt natural.
Hmm. But yeah, so then we're gonna have the new Blade. Then after that, I believe this is also a Disney Plus series. Ironheart. I don't know much about it other than it's a chick that becomes the next Iron Man. And they showed her in the Black Panther trailer, like she's there with Chadwick Boseman, T'Challa's character. Blah, I can't pronounce fucking names. But
You
his
were almost
sister,
there.
his tech sister, that a lot of people assume will be the next Black Panther. Shuri, there's Shuri or
Mhm.
Shuri, not Shuri, not like the fucking app. But yeah, everybody's fucking pissed at me right now if they got speakers. Um,
Son of a bitch.
but there's a quick scene in the trailer where she's like fucking fist bumping the girl that's like the Iron Heart or whatever. And I mean, plus she's fucking stamping out a heart in some fucking iron armor. Real fuck literal. Um,
It's on the nose.
then after that we've got uh I was surprised that they were doing this, but everybody fucking really dug the character. I did. But in the first uh what was it? Fucking WandaVision. That's the first show was WandaVision. They had that Agatha character, and she's getting her own series, Agatha Coven of Chaos. Now, I thought this was just because people enjoyed the fuck out of the character from WandaVision, which she was very great. Um, but I did some research. Now, we do know that somewhere down the line, Fantastic Four is coming. In fact, that's number 14 on my list. Uh, so, uh, obviously, if we're gonna have Fantastic Four, we're gonna have Doctor Doom, which, fuck yes. Um, I did not realize. I did a little research on our boy Doom here. his mother was a witch. And this Agatha show is about a coven of witches. So, could be some setup there. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying could be interesting. It could be there.
Listen, there's a cork board, and you got some yarn, and you could very easily draw a line. That's all I'm saying.
If it's possible, Feige has at least thought about it. Then after that, we're getting Captain America 4. With Sam as Captain America. And this is going to be called Captain America 4 New World Order, and I really hope Hogan is in that shit.
The memes about that have been on a whole other level, but all I've got to say is NWO for life. Okay.
After Captain America, one of the bigger announcements that everybody got fucking super excited for was a full, I think it was, I can't remember if they said it was 16 or 18. I think it was 18 episodes of a new Daredevil season.
Yeah, I saw that. That's exciting.
Yes. Yes. And we're going to have, what's his name? Matthew Cox, what was his name? Fucking the dude from Netflix. Yep. And Vincent D'Onofrio as fucking Kingpin. So fuck yes. Then the last thing in Phase 5 is going to be the Thunderbolts movie, which is essentially like just a smaller idea of like what the Suicide Squad is for DC. But these are all like the fuck up bad Avenger people that they're trying to just like, you go do shit. And if you kill people, they don't give a fuck.
You have a license to kill.
Yeah. Yeah. Then they put up a roadmap for Phase 6. Man, he was really fucking just showing off a lot of shit. But in Phase 6, he only showed 3 things, and there was like 9 to 10 empty spots. So I think when it comes time for Disney to fucking do their cult commune, the fucking cult of mouse celebration, he will fill in the board with that. But the 3 things that he did reveal for Phase 6 was the Fantastic Four movie, but we knew that was coming anyway because that already got announced. But I mean, obviously the big one with that is the old Johnny boy, John Krasinski. Is going to be Reed Richards. I hope so. I think it would be a big kick. Everybody was so fucking pissed off about the whole thing with Quicksilver and WandaVision that I think if they don't make it John Krasinski, that it's a fucking, on top of it, a slap in the face, it's a kick in the nuts.
That would be something they'd do too. They're going to make you really happy, or they're going to make it hurt.
Yeah. But then the last 2 things that they mentioned were the big kahunas, if you will. Now they say that this is going to happen in the same year. There's going to be like 6 or 7 months in between them. I seriously fucking doubt that'll happen. Shit's going to get pushed back, I bet. But 2 new Avenger movies. The first being the Kang Dynasty. And that's all about our boy Kang. Like I was saying, Jonathan Majors. That's the dude I want to see. So I'm excited just for that. But then everybody knew they were going to do Secret Wars. Everybody was just waiting for that shit to be official. They made that shit official. They're going to do Secret Wars. Now this is going to be the big kahuna. All right. Now, I don't know if you know the story of Secret Wars. But based on the things that they've already done in the movies that have come out recently, and what this story is supposed to be, this is going to be fucking crazy. All right. So we know what they did in the Spider-Man movie with the others, bringing in Toby and fucking Andrew Garfield. We know that. And then we know what happened with Multiverse of Madness, where they had the different variations of characters, and they had fucking Professor X and all that shit. It was fucking crazy. Secret Wars. Okay. Anybody who has ever played any Marvel character ever could show up in this shit. I'm talking Lou Ferrigno Hulk could show up in this shit. I'm talking Nick Cage Ghost Rider could show up in this shit. Anybody. We could have Chris Evans as both Steve Rogers and the Human Torch.
I would be down for that.
Anybody, anything that has ever happened, period. So,
Dolph Lundgren's Punisher?
throw him in. It's possible. Because this is every multiverse version of every character fighting for their universe's survival. That's what Secret Wars is. So, remember the crazy ass cat lineup of casts that they had at the end scene of fucking Endgame at the funeral there, and they had the camera and like everybody was okay. It's gonna be like that times like 10.
They had to rent out the bottom part of Fenway Park for him.
Deadpool kills Green Lantern. Well, you can't have Green Lantern, but you can have Deadpool though, and Deadpool most definitely will be there.
Deadpool could kill Origins Deadpool.
Yes, yeah, you could do that. You could do that. I mean, they already kind of did that, but you could do it again.
Hey, yeah.
And then whatchamacallit, yeah, it's just it's a fucking, that's gonna be crazy. I just imagine that like they're just testing the water. They're like, man, people seem to really dig it when we bring in these old fucking things. So that's all Secret Wars is gonna be. I guarantee it. That like they're gonna try and bring in everybody because Marvel's got that kind of money.
That explains the contract with Sony over Venom too. Then.
Yep. And so if they're saying that they're gonna try to put both these movies out in the same year, what that really means is that they're gonna film both of these pretty much back to back like they did Infinity War and Endgame. So it gives them that huge buffer time to get all those fucking actors scheduled and put in where they need to be. So two full Marvel length production schedule set up for all of these fucking people.
Shit.
Yeah. So, I know it keeps getting brought up, the whole superhero fatigue and shit. You got at least until the end of 2025. It's just gonna keep coming. But I imagine this shit's gonna go at least until 2050. I guarantee you, he's gonna keep this shit going until 2050.
I'll have to play some catch up then because I feel like I'm far behind. Like I want to say, put Agent Venom in one of the movies, and it's like, fuck, that probably already happened because I'm so far behind. But
that hasn't happened, but you could do that
because I hear spicy things about Agent Venom. But put all the Punishers in there together with Agent Venom and everything. Let's just turn into a chaos world.
You can fucking do it. That's what the setting for Okay, let me give that this will fucking. I hope you've got a pair of shorts on standby. The setting for this. Now again, I don't know if they're gonna do it identical to this or not, but I would assume that you kind of have to. 9 hours of director's cut. Fuck yes, I want to see that shit. The setting for all of this is pieces of destroyed universes, different throughout the multiverse, kind of just haphazardly stitched together, and it's just a giant plane of that, and it's called Battle World. Like, yes.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I would watch a 9-hour. I would watch a 12-hour director's cut of it, followed by the Phantasm work print.
I want to see Lou Ferrigno. I want to see the Eric Bana fucking Hulk. I want to see Ed Norton. I want to see all of the fucking Hulks. Fucking I want to have the scene,
animated series Hulk.
I want to see the scene where everybody laughed, where Chris Pratt was riding a motorcycle with the Raptors. I want to see Hugh Jackman riding Eric Bana fucking Hulk with the other Hulks in a raptor-like pack. That's what I want to see.
I'll buy 2 tickets right now.
Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna have Patrick Stewart roll out in the fucking the wheelchair, gonna just be like, "Oh no."
While the animated series theme plays, yes, has to.
Yeah. And even though it's not Marvel, it's still under. Well, no, it's not. That's Netflix. Damn. I was gonna say, fucking grab our boy Eddie from Stranger Things and have him fucking rock out instead of Master of Puppets. Do the fucking X-Men animated.
Netflix might be willing to let him loan Eddie.
Hi, buddy. But yeah, so those were all the big things at the Comic-Con. I know that was a big fucking list. Like I said, there's a lot to get through. But I've watched theory after theory, explanation after explanation. Good night, buddy. Hi, can you shut the door? Thank you. I'm a good listener. That's basically been what information I've been soaking in for the last fucking day and a half.
Hey, it was good to get it all out, because when you said you were going to talk Marvel, I was like, oh Jesus, we're gonna go ahead and block out about 45 minutes there. That's just to get through the first phase.
Yeah.
Since when the day all the announcements like showed up on Twitter, I was like, we just talked about this. We just talked about this. Although props to him, but because all of the super hardcore fans though, I'm happy for them, because I don't think you're gonna have to worry about going hungry for the next 10 years.
Yeah. I completely forgot that Comic-Con was even happening. I'm like, oh shit, it's the middle of July. And I'm like, that's right. Because they haven't done one in like 3 years because of reasons. And so I was just like, oh shit. Like, yeah, my phone started blowing up and I was just like, oh, great. More stuff for me to just mush my brain with.
You had one of those notepads just fucking full each page.
What was it? No, see, Sparrow, what was it? What's the one character? I mean, they're gonna have to get way deep into the X-Men stuff before they ever would get to this. But what was it? What was the guy? I don't even remember what the character's name is. But like, it's like this weird kind of like Jabba the Hutt fucking looking character, but it's like out in space, and like the whole planet is just like run on like a TV network for that planet, and it's just crazy. Like okay, I want these people to kill each other. Let's broadcast it to the planet, and it's just this like Jabba the Hutt fucking dude surrounded by all sorts of TVs and shit.
I don't know, but you have my attention.
Yeah. I will deep dive some more on that character, because that is a weird fucking character. But I've exercised my comic demons.